Good morning, Diecast friends, family, channel viewers. It's Show and Tell Sunday, which means the theme of these Sunday videos is loosely that I just show you stuff that I already own, my little weird collections, and tell you a story about them if there's anything to tell. Sometimes there isn't really anything to tell. It's just I like these cars. So a lot of that to come. But first, I have to update you on this development with Ignition Diecast. When it was a physical store, I really wanted it to be comprehensive and like mind-blowing. Like I see this videos and pictures of this store out in Colorado. I think it's called Colorado Diecast. And it's like they have everything and it's all just there for the picking, fruit on the vines. And that's kind of what I wanted Ignition Diecast's physical store to be. But the market here didn't really support it, and the rent started coming out of my pocket month after month, and we wound up closing when the lease was up. So I shifted to online only. And even online, I've gone through several bouts where we've got to be comprehensive. We have to have everything, all lines of at least Hot Wheels and Matchbox. But people, you all, buy stuff so damn fast that it's really hard to keep stuff in stock and to plug all those holes that keep being made in the inventory. So my solution, my thoughts, since we're living in a time, an attention economy where people's attention spans are very short and they want what they want when they want it, I'm thinking of just consolidating all these collections and all these sections at Ignition Diecast into just one feed. Just like, here's what I got today, and it's at the top, and you can scoop it up if you want. And so everything that comes in is just kind of like a continuous feed, and if you want to go further back, you can go further back, and I'll spell it out explicitly how to sort the collection. So like if you want to sort that page by alphabetically so you can see just the 2025 releases or just the 2024 releases, you can. But by default it'll just be like the latest acquisitions are at the top, and on weekdays I'm kind of committed to putting stuff in inventory around 7 o'clock, so you can count on 7 p.m. Eastern time as to when new stuff is going to get added to that feed. So that's just where I'm at now. You're probably wondering, like, oh, he's changing things up again on Ignition Diecast, but that's why I'm always trying to like figure out what works and what people respond to. So yeah. Another quick note, I showed this the other day, and I said, I was thinking, well, Hot Wheels Wiki does not show this as an X-Racer. It just says it's a multi-pack exclusive. But as Silver Fox Lobo pointed out, it actually says X-Racer on the side. So I'm kind of thinking this must be an X-Racer, even though it didn't come on a card and it didn't come in a 5-pack. So this opens up a new category of X-Racer, the multi-pack exclusive, which doesn't really come on in a package that explicitly says this is an X-Racer, but because this one says it on the side, I think that's a safe assumption. So a new way to acquire X-Racers, I guess. But the question, your challenge for today, for this week, is which multi-pack did this come in? I think it must have come in a 20-pack, just randomly, because there's no 5-pack from 2025. It says that this is a 2025 car, but this did not show up in any, it's not listed in any of the 5-packs, so it must have been like a 20-pack exclusive. And it's unique, like there is no other Linzer prototype exactly like this, except for the one from 2025 in the multi-pack. So head scratcher. If you know where that came from, or you have a picture of a multi-pack that you haven't opened or something, let me know. So here comes the show and tell part. Ready? You ready? I'm going to show you my Mopar box. I recently got rid of all my Vipers because I had a Viper specific box, but it was like all over the place, and I kind of realized that I don't really love that car. Like it's like a middle-aged Mopar, and it looks cool, but there's other cars that look a lot cooler. And I've heard they're a bitch to drive. Like, they handle like shit. So I'm kind of on the fence about Vipers. But I did keep 3 castings, but I just put those in my Mopar box. So here's what that looks like. So here's the Mopar Cars box. It's one of those 24 jobbers. And I'll just open it up. Hopefully this stuff doesn't fall all over the place. And these are just Mopars that I don't really have enough of to justify going anywhere else. That's a really nice one. A Barracuda. Those are Hemi-Cudas, I guess. Cornets. Roadrunners. I think that's a new Roadrunner. I think that's... What is that? I don't remember what that is. It's either a Dart. I think it's a Dart. And on the other side, I've got some convertible Barracudas, which need their own box. Some Demons, which is probably going to be the first thing that breaks out of this box, because I just got a few more that you'll see tomorrow on Muscle Car Monday. But here are the Vipers that I did keep. So this one, what is this called? SRT or RT, the Dodge Viper RT10. And I kept that because there's only 3. There's this red one, a yellow one, and there's one that's in the Mattel 80th anniversary set, which I plan to get somehow, some way. And then this one, which is a premium, I think it's probably a Fast and Furious or something. It's the 2003 Viper SRT-10, and it's got real riders. I just couldn't really part with it because I remember buying it and being happy to find it. And then this one, the RTS or GTS 96 Dodge Viper GTS. This is relatively new. I think this might be the debut, and yeah, there's a yellow one, I think, that I'll be opening tomorrow. So I did keep some Vipers, but they're just kind of stuck in my Mopar box. So I consider the Viper to be kind of a footnote of the Viper or of the Mopar family. So there's that. So on this wall behind me, these 4 boxes used to be Chargers and Challengers shared, but I moved the Challengers out. Over here, I have a Dodge Challenger box now because I like them all. None really, I don't have enough of any one to justify like its own space, but definitely one of my favorite cars. So hopefully these don't spill. There's the oldies. Those are very similar, but they're different cars. 71, and then I think these are all prototypes. Yeah, these are miscellaneous. Some of these are prototypes, and this is the electric one that came out in the Moving Parts series recently. So that they definitely were going to go with a retro look for the new Challenger, based on these prototypes. And then the modern Challengers. My favorite of which is the Hellcat. I'm sorry. The Demon. The Charger is a Hellcat. This is the Dodge Challenger Demon. But still, my favorite. Especially this blacked out one. It's just insane looking. Challenger drift car. Oops, we got an upside down on what are these called? SRT8s. And then I think there's a few 15 Challenger SRT8. So I think these might all be SRT8s. But that is all the Challengers I have. They're all in this box. There's only 2 spaces on that side. And 2 spaces on that side. So gonna get filled up pretty soon. I guess probably the Demon might get pulled out first. Not sure. But not to gloss over these Challengers. Chargers. Freed up a hell of a lot of space here. So we got the 66, 167, a couple of 68s, a whole lot of 69s. And I think those are 70s. It's the same casting as these one below, but there are cars. I just sort of segregated them. These are 70s. And what were these, 72 or 73? '71. Thought it was later than that. 71. Then the Brazilians. And I forget what those are called. There's two different years of the road and track. So there's the 11s. These are all 11s. And there's a gap. And we jump to 15s, I think. Yeah, 15. Dodge Charger. And that's that. And then we go up to here. I think this is called a drift car. Yeah, Dodge Charger Drift. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then my personal favorite, the Hellcat, including the stinky pink one. And I don't really care about super treasure hunts, so I'm not really, if I find one of those, actually I promised the first one I find to somebody in particular, but for the most part, when I find super treasure hunts, I trade them to somebody. Oh, and here's the Charger Concept, which I guess never really got built. These are all miscellaneous ones down here. The Ice Charger, the Off-Road Charger, Matchbox, and then this weird color shifter one that is completely unrealistic, and then a Matchbox. What year is that? A 2018 Dodge Charger. So, yeah, plenty of room for Chargers now because the Challengers got moved out. Got another one of these El Cheapo shelves from Walmart, so I could put the jammer cases in there like books. So I expanded by 14, so there's one more, and then one got moved from over here. So now I have 3 of those Walmart shelves. And here's my X-Racers, which is, I guess, low priority, although I've been kind of obsessed with them lately. I just keep them in this box, like a big old bin, because there's going to be a lot of them. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I have been thinking the X-Racers either came on an X-Racer card or an X-Racer 5-pack, but apparently they sneak some into multi-packs too. So these are mostly 2025s and a couple 2024s. So I'm working my way backwards. And then lastly, this Batmobile collection, which is the only thing that I really collect, I guess you could say, that I'm intentionally not trying to figure out how many there are. I imagine there's hundreds of them. So I'm just going to keep everyone that I come across that I don't think I have, and I'll just look in the box and see if I have it or not. But it's sort of the ultimate free collecting. I'm collecting like a kid would, like, oh, that's a Batmobile, I want it. And they're pretending there is no internet and there's no wiki for me to see how many there are. But these are the ones I just kind of found around this room. And I think I got this one from Kelly's Cars. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about yesterday. I didn't keep back. I mean, I had a million of these things at one point, but literally gave it to Goodwill or something like that. So that is Show and Tell Sunday. Wish I had more to tell. Oh, wait, I got a rant. Hold on one sec. So here's my 2 cents for this Sunday. I'm over 40. I'm actually over 50. So one of my favorite things in the world is complaining about how expensive things are. And it's kind of a joke. It's a meme. It's a cliche. It's a stereotype. Old guy screaming about prices, screaming at clouds, which I also love to do. But honestly, I think if you're alive on this planet long enough, you witness in your lifetime this escalation of prices, and it's just like, why do they have to do this? But I guess it's natural, so I'm not going to complain about that. We went from like 7-cent cups of coffee and 11-cent hamburgers in the 40s to now like $2.65 for a cup of coffee and $9 for a hamburger and that kind of shit. But my rant, the thing that really bugs me is that just before COVID, I used to work in an office, so I went to lunch every day. And so I know for a fact that you could buy lunch in a restaurant for like under $10. You could get like a sandwich or a burger and a side, fries or whatever, for like $7.99 or $8, and you still had enough left over for tip. So lunch would cost you a $10 bill. Now, post-COVID, a mere 7 years later, a hamburger and fries at some place can cost you like $30. Like, don't get me started about Five Guys. I like their food, but Jesus, that is some expensive, precious stuff. But for the most part, no matter where you go, you're going to put a hurt on a $20 bill. Like a sandwich and a side, even a submarine sandwich from Publix, which is a grocery store around here, it's like $14 now. So it's like lunch went from $10 to $20 in 7 years. Kind of extreme. So yeah, I wind up eating stuff from, like, I'm addicted to going out to lunch because of, like, I came up in an office culture for decades. Now I work from home, but I still go out every day and find something to eat. And going, even fast food is just, it's ludicrous for what you're getting. It's ridiculous. So I wind up going to a grocery store and getting something from the deli in their little deli packs or something. As healthy as I can keep it. So yeah, shit's getting really expensive, and it's kind of annoying. And I guess it's going to get even more expensive because of the tariffs. I've only noticed a couple things, like coffee, this chocolate my wife has to have, and milk has gone up a bit. But the thing, here's the thing that really bugs me. Our house is kind of trashy. We're kind of, what do you call it? Working class, I guess. Even though I work in IT, we run this place. I live on a farm, so it's sort of like salt of the earth. So under our sink, we use grocery bags for garbage bags. And my wife even made like a little dispenser in the pantry for like garbage bags. So they go in as shopping bags and they come out garbage bags. So different stores have different quality. There's a chain around here called Kroger, which have really shitty bags. They come with holes already in them. And the premium bags used to be Target. And I've since learned that Target used to use HDPE, high density polyethylene. And now, in the past year or so, they've started using LDPE, low density polyethylene, just like Kroger and Walmart and all the other places. So the difference was they used to be sort of soft plastic and really flexible, and they didn't have holes in them. Now they're cheaping out, I guess, due to costs or whatever, and they are crinkly and rip easily, and some of them even come with holes already in them. You use them once and they have holes in them. So yeah, the escalating price and the decreasing quality of everything is really kind of bugging me. But what can you do? I mean, I'm just a citizen and a consumer, so ours is to sit here and just take it. So have a good Sunday. Talk to you tomorrow for Muscat Monday.